Spears and Steinberg.
You know what the fuck it is?
Aries and Andy, Chew and the Jerk.
You know it's time to get this work.
The real raw, gutter, uncut cocaine. No political corrections.
Always sleep.
Fuck being awoke. We discuss politics and jokes.
Subscribe, we lit.
There's levels to this shit. Before you was sucking on your mama's tit.
Aries Spears don't give a fuck.
We talk about race a lot, racism.
Sexism.
Much love to my loyal bitch bag holders.
Rollers, clip loaders.
We got them in the folders.
The whole world on our shoulders.
Spears and Steinberg.
Yeah.
Aries Spears.
Aries Spears. Okay, let me start. Okay, this Steve comes to
Okay.
This Steve comes to us from Bradley Farrow.
Never go through the drive-thru. That's how they
Fuck you, because they know when you get. All right. So before I do this, Bradley, I'm going to read the description, but you didn't give me a whole lot to work with in terms of how this is supposed to be pieced together. Anyway, he goes, what up, Aries and Andres? Sorry I keep putting you guys to work, but I'm sure you guys can pull off what I'm trying to sell better than I can. Here's the premise. Yaspir Mikwa is taking a whole lot of stuff. He's talking a whole lot of stuff about sound production and the art of engineering with all his Yaspirness. He ends the rant with the patented, based on that, Yaspir is more about art, not about sound and tech.
Okay, I got it. I got the setup for you.
Right.
You ready?
Yeah.
Okay, I know that you haven't been happy with the way we have too much light coming in from the side, but if
Right.
we don't have that light in, then it's not enough on you. You got to frame this pitch. You got to talk about this in a Jasper McQuah kind of.
Got you.
There we go. And then my shabby look today.
Today, me and Anse is going to do the podcast. But the light is not right. You have the black guy and you have the white guy. You have the chocolate and you have the vanilla. You have the notebook paper and you have the blackboard. Andy is the perfect light because he is white. Aries is the perfect fright because he is night. How do you blend the white with the fright? So you blend the light, you pull back the shade, you let the light hit the black man, you let it share of his cocoa butter-like skin, along with the baby oil, so there is a shine, but it is too much shine, so you have to dull the black face. How do you dull the black face? That's when our engineer and our producer comes in, and he puts his naked body on top of Aries' face, and he's able to take some of the light from Aries' face by putting his naked nipples and stomach upon his face, and that's when Aries can't breathe, and he goes, "Oh, Steve." All right, coming out of that, 3, 2, 1. That was the perfect alley-oop, dog.
Yeah,
because I didn't know how to do that with sound.
Who sent that to you?
It was Bradley Farrow.
Bradley, man, it was funny, but not because of you. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, brother.
Yeah.
It was because Aries.
I was like,
did that.
how do I make that work? But when the moment you said light, and that was all I needed. I needed the word light, and I got it.
I think we should start our own magazine called Naked Nipples.
Yeah. Naked nipples.
Naked. When you said naked nipples, I started laughing because that's
And the I don't know much about magazine, but who's the guy that's like you call him a producer? Who's the head honcho of a magazine? An editor?
an editor. The publisher.
The publisher, yes, Peter McQuarrie.
Yeah. But
Naked Nipples by yes, Peter McQuarrie. There is a scratch and sniff where you scratch it and it smells like nipple.
we could have had naked nipples from that show that one chick here in Orlando came with wearing like a black cloth.
Who?
The one with the white chick with the shiny breast.
Oh, with the shiny titties.
Yeah, she was just wearing. It looked like she was handkerchiefs. Like someone tied some handkerchiefs together.
Oh, she had the Bo Derek braids.
I like the one on the other side of her.
Ukrainian.
She was hot.
Yeah. Both them broads could have
Right in the front row.
gave him the business, nigga.
It's impossible not to. You want to be a professional, but
hey, man.
Isn't
But
titties-
that's the beauty of what we do. We can then flip the moment into comedy and address it. So
all I did was fucking damn.
dude, you know what I would
Titties are
love
out.
for you to see, and it's getting so much traction. My last 3 episodes of Vlad.
I watched the one, and I was going to call you too, because the one where he's trying to tell you there's no number 1 songs.
Oh, did you watch that one?
Dude, I was mad.
Dude.
I was mad. Dude, how does he get to be where he is?
A DJ.
And I know more about what he's talking about than what he was
How
talking
you call yourself a DJ and you make a statement where you go, there was no number 1 songs in the 90s in the golden era of rap, and it was the number 1 genre of music? How was that even mathematically
And then he
possible?
tried to throw it. That was towards the end of the 90s. It was more. Listen, here's the thing, man. It's not that he was a DJ. He's a representative of hip hop from a white perspective, and he fucked it up.
Majorly. Majorly. Nigga, you surrender all your crates.
That's why I never talk about my spot in hip hop. But I have a spot in hip hop, people.
But the other one the other 2 I want you to check out though is the one where he's specifically talking about where I go, I say black people have rhythm and whites naturally don't. And then he goes on to tell me that because he's a DJ, he has supreme rhythm. And I mean, so many people in the comments were like, what does you having to be a DJ? What does you as a DJ have to do with you having rhythm?
Dude, first of all, there's people that can keep a beat. They play musical instruments. They can't dance.
Well, let me ask you, you were a DJ. Can you dance?
Okay.
But you ain't like soul training it up, right?
No.
Okay.
No,
So,
but I'm a lot stiffer. I'm 58 years old now.
right. But I'm sure there are DJs, white DJs, who can DJ their ass off, but can't dance a lick.
You see those people sometimes, and you see them and you go, please just calm
Right.
down.
And then the other episode was when we were arguing about whether Muhammad Ali was a narcissist. So between the rhythmic episode and I really want you to, and they're short clips, they're like 3 minutes.
I saw the Muhammad Ali one too. I
Were you
did.
talking about him being?
Yeah. And
You think Ali was a narcissist?
I have to, where I disagreed with you on this one is, I think people that are the ultimate successful people, to be that,
You have to be a little narcissistic.
you have to be a little narcissistic. You have to be, because that's what allows you. Because
You think Bob Marley was a narcissist?
Bob Marley's a different cat, though, dude. He's a different cat because he never thought of himself as like the.
But he's like the Ali of reggae.
No,
No?
Jimmy Cliff was.
Oh shit!
I mean, here in America, people will go with Marley, but Jimmy Cliff.
I never even heard of Jimmy Cliff.
White dudes sometimes come out of the darkness.
You know what I'm saying? So, Rand Foots is still in there, but every now and then you may see Andy make an exit.
No, but Marley, as far as his aspects on peace and humanity and who he was, yeah. But see, that goes against being a narcissist. He was about being a human and being that.
But that's what
But that's what
about
Ali. But he was also the greatest fighter ever. And when you want to be the greatest, there is something. When you're an athlete, I think it's because of the physicalness of what it is, the being that person. There's a gear that if you don't have that extra gear, that you can't take it to that level where you can just go, I'm the greatest. Because
2 points I said to Vlad. He goes, yeah, Ali was a narcissist. I said, why? Because he believed in himself? What was he supposed to say? I'm kind of okay.
No, but
and then when I asked Vlad, I said, yo, describe how you would be at a press conference hyping your fight. And he goes, well, I just want people to know, I think, and I hope. I said, you just lost tickets to your fight.
yeah,
Warrior,
you can't do
nigga.
that.
You can't sell tickets on I
No.
think and I hope.
No, he was a showman too. That's
Yes.
what a big part of it was. I'm just saying, I believe that people who rise to that pinnacle, that top level, have to have a little narcissism in. But that wasn't him. But that wasn't what made him. That wasn't what made him the Ali that he was. That wasn't where I would say, like if I was doing my top 10 narcissists, he's not on that list. He was a humanitarian. He believed in himself, and all that's important. But okay. He also had a different kind of life. He lived when he was making money, when things weren't taken away from him. He enjoyed life. He had things. Marley was a different kind of guy. That's why I didn't put him in that. You have to have some kind of such a high belief that it borders on narcissism. Let's say that.
I don't know. Listen, when he was to sell a fight, to get inside the head of his opponent, absolutely he did what he had to do. Outside the ring, couldn't be more humble.
No,
more approachable.
I agree with that. But I think to find that extra gear in you, you have when you know that you're going to beat someone, you have a belief in yourself that's beyond. You know, okay, put it this way: when he's fighting two of the greatest fighters ever after him, to me, and I'm talking in his time for Foreman and Frazier,
right?
And you know you're going to beat him. That's a little bit of narcissism that's in you. It's not just belief. You have to have a there's a little blind belief in that. I could be wrong in the way that I'm stating what I think a narcissist is, but I think I think all great people, all famous people that achieve greatness have a little bit of narcissism in it. It doesn't mean it overwhelms their personality where they become a narcissist. But you have to have a little of that in you. How do you have greatness without having this unnatural belief in yourself? You have to have a little bit of it.
Who was the reggae guy you said?
Jimmy Cliff.
I gotta check him out because I'm just sitting here going.
They played together when
you're the greatest at what you do, or one of the top greatest at what you do, you get heard of. And the fact I've never heard of him,
you probably heard him, but you didn't know because reggae, especially the way it was promoted in the United States. If you asked the average person reggae, they could probably tell you one or two songs, but they think they're all the same songs.
Listen, I'm not a reggae dude, but I know who Bob Marley was.
Yeah, well, Bob Marley was past being a reggae guy. He wasn't just a musician. He was a humanitarian. He had, just his quotes. If you listen to how he thought about life, if more of us were like that, this world would be a lot better place, man.
You think he ever put his leg on the air conditioning unit and felt the cool breeze?
I think he was the cool breeze.
Ah, that's fucking great. Fuck you. That was awesome. And Lord, if I'm lying, take me now. After I asked you that question, I was thinking the same fucking thing. And you fucking, I want to punch you in your fucking, I wish we were puppets now. I would knock your glasses off you, nigga. Oh, hey, God, that was awesome.
Hey, if we have any, I know this is going to sound like the weirdest
thing. He was the cool breeze.
Yeah.
Now, think about an animation with a dude with his leg up on the air conditioning unit and the breeze coming out is Bob Marley. And Bob is just swimming around your nuts and being Bob playing in your pubic hairs.
He's like, I heard you're feeling a little warm.
I've heard you're feeling a little warm. It's me, Bob Marley. Can you feel me, cool breeze?
If there are some people out there that listen to this podcast that are animators, we're looking for some animator. But what I'm looking for is some puppeteers. Anybody who makes like Muppets. If you are out there, hit us up.
Andy, that was the fucking Kobe to Shaq lob. That was perfect.
You were just happy that I caught it.
No, you caught it, but the timing, there was no pause. There was no thought. That was a muscle. He is the cool breeze.
That's it. I'm walking someone else tonight.
Oh, come on, man. Imagine a lady with the red stripe and the beer pouring down her titties, and Bob Marley is hanging out of her pussy, catching the driblets. The cool breeze. All right. Fuck. All right. It took a long time to get to this first one. Jordan Lamar, actual tears. Aries, you got me literally crying my eyes out, my ass out. Ooh, that would be a cry like a motherfucker. No booty, no cry. Crying my eyes out laughing. I could not breathe. I'm on episode 179, and you're talking about Get On Up, featuring Chadwick Boseman performing Out of Sight. Dog, you are fucking hilarious. It's like your McDonald's joke in a song. Yes, you sounded like a special ed kid singing. I'm dead. Andy, I love you, dog, but I swear to fucking God, put down the weed, Stephen A. Smith. Or take some goddamn Adderall for your ADHD. You were trying to tell Aries to do his Morgan Freeman impression and was having a seizure trying to say his name. Nigga, you brought up the fucking electric company to try to get Aries to say the name. Nigga, what the fuck?
He was on the electric company.
Out of all the millions of movies he's been in, you say the electric company. Jesus Christ. So I can be fair to both of y'all. So I can be fair to both of y'all The gobbling of MJ. Aries be doing gets on my last damn nerve, too. We get it. Y'all love y'all era, but come the fuck on. You were talking about Mike Tyson's exhibition with Roy Jones and went on to say you hoped that would lead him to go on and challenge for an actual title today, and actually thought he could take on Fury and Wilder. I hope you were joking, dog, because if not, get the fuck out of here. Look, Tyson might be the greatest. I don't know. He's definitely an all-timer and the best of his era, but bro's old ass is not hanging with real heavyweights from today. Cut it the fuck out. Honestly, maybe you could get a couple younger heavyweights and win, but nobody of any significance. Fury, and I bet Wilder might kill that old man. Anyway, I'm making my way to catching up, and I hope y'all keep going, because so am I. Oh, and when y'all were talking TV shows and movies in the pandemic, I thought that was really dope. Y'all reminded me Breaking Bad and Sons of Anarchy was so great, I had to go watch it again. Y'all gonna kill me, but I haven't seen The Sopranos yet. What the fuck are you doing? Jeez, fucking Christ. Get on it. Oh, my guy's gonna pay you a visit in the middle of the fucking night, taking a fucking what was the pork store they worked at? What was it called? Remember?
It's with an S.
At a fucking pork store.
Yeah, the pork store.
We're gonna bring you in, and you're never gonna come out. Somebody's gonna bite it in a fucking man of God.
And that doesn't exist, by the way.
No, yeah. Satriali's.
Yeah.
Somebody's going to the Satriali's, get a pound of fucking ground beef, and they're going to bite into it and go, oh, my God, it tastes like testicles. All right, anyway.
I don't think any real pork store wanted to be involved with it when they were crushing up real humans.
Yes,
Yeah, so.
I would imagine so. Well, check it out. I probably will this weekend. Oh, and also, yeah, Aries, but Power was complete trash. I'm sorry, nigga, you bucket. It was cool for a while, but then the shit turned into a grimy hip-hop version of General Hospital. Corny as fuck.
Yeah, he's right on the money. It was a hip hop soap opera.
Oh, God. Anyway, keep killing it, guys. I plan to come out to see y'all in San Jose in November. Can't wait. Love, respect, and peace. Dude, I don't know why you think it's such a far-fetched idea that Mike Tyson couldn't...
Because he wasn't winning his fights at the end anyway.
No. But he wasn't the same cat at the end anyway. But when he came back to fight Roy, he was focused. I'm just saying, I know age is a factor, but if George Foreman could become heavyweight champ again against Michael Moore wasn't no fucking tomato can. He was a respectable fighter. And I'm just saying, when you have a puncher's chance, you have a chance. And Mike Tyson had a fucking punch.
But Mike Tyson, and you've talked about this a little bit, Mike Tyson doesn't want to release the beast within that would allow him to win fights. He wants to be a different Mike. He wants to, and he doesn't, he knows that he has to keep those two separate.
You know what I think happened? Mike had an itch, and he scratched it. And he went, I'm done.
Yeah.
You know, he had an itch, and he scratched it.
But the Mike that looks at the reporter and goes, you have to leave now.
Right.
That person that he was protecting him from.
You gotta go.
Yeah, he doesn't.
You understand that, right?
Yeah, that's the guy that he doesn't want to let out of the bottle anymore. And,
Yeah.
and if he can't let that guy out of the bottle, he can't be that fighter that he wants. It has to have that inner anger, and I don't think he wants to go there. And so I agree that I don't think he could do it unless he wanted that to happen. But I don't think I think he loves the life that he's leading now, and so he doesn't want that. The other thing that was in there, you know what's really funny, Aries, is that I got to say this because he said he didn't watch The Sopranos. Dude, your Tony Soprano is obviously fucking great, and when you do it, it's great. But when the audience doesn't give you the same credit for Tony Soprano that you get for Jay-Z, you are so disappointed in the audience.
I absolutely am.
I watched you last night.
Dude, I'm telling you, it just, for whatever reason, it doesn't translate on stage the way that it does. And there are people that are yelling it out.
Yeah. I think it's great, dude.
It's just not. It's not translating.
I just think
it's
that maybe
breaking my spirit.
I think maybe maybe the people that come aren't Soprano fans the way that, you know, because it's been a while since it's been on, so maybe that's what it is.
God damn.
I think Tony, but you do it better than anyone else ever.
Fuck. Don Dottie, Hartford Funny Bone, Andy's Material, Jamaican accent porn movies. Wagwan. Put parentheses, what's going on? So I guess that's how you say it, Jamaican. Wagwan. Aries and Andy, hope all is well. Just want to say how thankful I am to finally see Andy live at the Hartford Funny Bone. Damn, Andy, you rock. I was highly impressed with your material. I even told my old John I'm about to walk in, sit down, arms folded, and try not to laugh just to see if this nigga could me naturally make me laugh. Well, before you fold your arms, leave them unfolded and try to say what you're supposed to say properly. Because when you're already going in with your arms folded and a funky attitude, it blocks your brain from being able to say the right thing. But then he wrote this. I did that on purpose just so I could hear you say $10 a lot of money. Gotcha, bitch. Dave Chappelle voice. Yeah. Gotcha, bitch.
That's funny.
Andy, you did your thing on that stage. You have earned my respect. Newsflash for all the listeners on the pod. Andy goes to work on that stage. Great crowd work and dope storytelling. His energy is welcoming compared to Aries.
What?
I peeped Aries in the crowd with that natural ice cube cold face with wired headphones on, listening to God knows what, walking around like the rent due, and he came to collect. Quick question, Aries. What were you listening to that night at Hartford Funny Bone, Saturday before game time? During the show Saturday, I was sitting with a nice couple in front of me that I just met, Tim and Natasha, white dude and a black woman. Natasha was giving me a little side eye during the show because my old lady white and I'm simply a real nigga. It didn't really bother me, though. I already know my third leg is bigger than Tim's ego. He cool, though. Aries, I asked Tim how he heard about the show, and he stated he's a fan of your stand-up, Look Hollywood, I'm Smiling, and the Mad TV era, etc., etc. I mentioned the podcast, and unfortunately, he hasn't heard of it. I filled him in, so hopefully he'll tune in. We shall see. Speaking of the pod, I hope all the bitch badge holders are doing well. I wish they could write in more often. Shouts out to AB for holding it down. Aries, your Jamaican accent is fucking terrible. Well, I never said it was good. As a matter of fact, I emphasized that it wasn't. Worse than Denzel's in The Mighty Quinn. No, it ain't. No, it ain't. Go look at The Mighty Quinn. No, it ain't. Nah, fuck that. I'm going to double down. Your accent is worse than Brad Pitt's Meet Joe Black, LOL. Ya Hafi, practice more. Nah, dog, you have to praise more, dog. You'll get there someday. What was that supposed to be Jamaican? Oh, you have to practice. Oh, you have to. Like, have to. I got it. You have to practice more, nah, dog. You may have to press down, dog. That's to me is Jamaican. Do what you're doing. All right, Steve, play the music. I got some porn movies. Scary Coochie, starring Sean and Marlon Wayans. Fuck it. White Dicks, starring Sean and Marlon Wayans and Terry Coon. I don't know why I know you're going Coon like it's in Coon, but you might say Terry Poon.
Yeah, Poon.
Yeah, Coon's not. Repo Man, Deep Throat Man, starring Forrest Whitaker, RZA as Jizza, and Brandon from the UK, Coxsacka.
I like that he got that.
See, that wasn't me, Brandon. That was somebody else taking a shot at you. 30 Days of Night, 3 Gays and Dykes. That's all for now.
I like that last one, though.
What?
30 Days of Nights is 3
Gays and Dykes?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a lot of homosexual sex. P.S. Andy, no need to lean on that wall during your set. Let that back grow tall and talk your shit. It was an honor seeing the both of y'all perform as a duo. Looking forward to seeing you guys live again. And that's him and his white chick.
That's cool, man. Thanks, man. I appreciate the love, number one.
Yeah.
2, I like the wall. Aries hates that I do that too. I just like leaving
It's just, no, you just take yourself out of view
sometimes
from some of the people that are seeing you
Yeah.
from the side.
I like to lean up against the wall. I don't know what it is. I'm very comfortable there. But then, I don't know, this weekend, every time I lean up against the wall, I attack the crowd, though, afterwards. I would run up at. So, I don't know. Just wherever I feel comfortable, man. But that was nice. Thanks, man.
B. Dowdy, for better or worse episode porn titles. Hey, A&A, listening to B for better or worse episode. And Andy was speaking out about movies that you could jack off to. And Andy said jokingly that he would do it to the Barney movie, then proceeded to say he doesn't think there is a Barney movie, when in fact there is a Barney movie. I only say this because one of my favorite movie actresses is in this movie, Kyla Pratt.
So does that mean she jacked off?
He probably did. Did you jack off to Barney or Kyla Pratt? Her and I are around the same age, and at the time I was in love with her. I couldn't have been more than 7 or 8, maybe 9 years old. But at that young age, I knew that I wanted to do things to her. What those things were, I have no idea, but I knew that what I wanted. To this day, she can still get it every day and twice on Sunday. Porn titles: Mighty Ducks, Mighty Tricks, 3TB, 3DB, 3DP. What is that? What is 3DP?
Three. Oh, that should be airtight. I think is what it is. Double penetration. Three
Oh.
double. So it's I think that's what it is. I'm not sure.
Okay.
But I think instead of Mighty Ducks, it should be Mighty Clucks. Cucks.
Mighty Cucks.
Yeah.
Right. And then when you eat the pussy and you get hair stuck in your throat, you're like, Jerry Cum Drowner. Is that supposed to be Jerry Maguire? Jerry Cum Drowner. Yeah, that's supposed to be Jerry Maguire. Yeah, that's a miss. Terminate her. Terminate her. Raise of the twats. Back to the Future is back to fuck her. Back to fuck here. Time travel back to fuck all the chicks that you just nearly didn't fuck. The Last of Chucks. Twatnado.
I kind of like Twatnado.
The Meg. The Peg. Bebe's Clit. Social networking is social cuckworking. These are horrible. These are all horrible.
You didn't like Twatnado?
Okay, but these are horrible, dude. Yeah. If I could have the strength to ball my phone up into a ball and shoot it, I'd go Kobe and throw it in the trash. Those were trash.
I gave you one.
Twatnado.
It's a twat with a tooth on it, and it squirts like seawater on you.
Ooh. Ugh, a twat with a tooth on it. Oh shit, that's most of the white trash in the Midwest.
Dude, I had this this comic has this great joke. She's so funny,
Right.
but she said that good news that her pussy's first tooth came in. It's gonna be on it's gonna be on solid food soon. I just the way she says it and does it on stage, it's very funny.
Ranfoots, good people. What up, Aries and Andy? It's Ranfoots. I haven't gone anywhere. I am currently at home. Wrote a couple poems today. I am proud of the growth that your podcast has achieved. It's easily at the top of my list. You and Godfrey's podcast are in heavy rotation. I just wanted to say this, Andy. Your take on washcloth and wash ass situation is totally different and wrong. Fecal matter is everywhere and on many surfaces, even in ice machines. Oh, don't tell me that, dude.
Yeah, it is.
Oh,
He's
man.
right. It's everywhere.
So no one is safe. And for a person to put their bare hand up their ass, that's a whole different type of motherfucker. God bless. I wish you nothing but prosperity for not only the podcast, but for both of your brands as well.
But if it's everywhere and you're sticking a cloth up your ass, now it's on the cloth. The cloth isn't waterproof, so it's going through the cloth. It's still getting on your hands. I wash my ass and I wash my hands. I'm clean, and I don't have dirty cloths that's in my fucking house.
Dude, I'm an Ice fan, so I don't want to hear that.
It's not everyone, but yeah, there is some. Yeah, but there's fecal matter. They talk the dirtiest place that you go to that people grab all the time. That I heard, now I don't know if this is 100%, but this is the last one that I heard, is the escalator, the rubber on the escalator. Yeah. It's full of fecal matter and all kinds of crazy shit is all over there. Just dirty shit. And they started to put a blue light on it because of COVID, because it's such a dirty place. But that light is like killing a lot of the germs that are on there. I never touch that when I'm going on an escalator.
Damn, really?
And then, yeah. That's the least of my problems. Is that
when you drink a drink on the airplane, you haven't put ice in your glass?
No,
Never.
no.
You see, I like a lot of ice, man, but I'd be worried about that ice.
Do you clean if you on a place? If you get a can and you got to drink out of the can, do you clean the top of the can off? And you're worried about me sticking my hand up to clean my ass, and I wash my hands afterwards. What do you think's on top of that can?
Other cans?
Anything could be on top of the can.
But I don't put the can in my lips.
You don't. How do you do it?
I pour it into the glass.
No, I'm saying if you had to drink out of the can.
But I don't.
Oh, you never do?
I never
You
drink
never
out of a
been to
can.
like a game, there's no cups so that you have to drink it out of the can?
Never.
Really?
Straw.
Oh, that's good.
All right. See?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, that's good. I clean the top of the can.
Oh, okay. Raymond Martinez, Gemma Smash. Yo, A&A, what's good? Just writing in to get your guys' take on the BRICS issue. Brazil, Russia, India, China, South Africa, with them coming up with their own currency and breaking away from the U.S. dollar. Also, I got a scenario for Aries. Here goes. You finally get your shot at Gemma. You both get back to the room, but earlier you find out that she doesn't use a wash rag to clean up. She gets comfortable and lays on the bed, and you get out of the bathroom, see her on the bed, and then look at her feet, and they look dirty mechanic's hands. You saying something and risk leaving her. Just look past it, and you go to work. Ha ha. Stay safe and keep the episodes coming pure uncut. I would put my Timberland boots on her.
So you'd fuck her even if she had dirty feet?
Yeah.
Dude, have you ever seen, and I don't know if this ever happens, but when you said mechanic's feet, could you imagine if you looked at the girl's toenails and there was like, mechanics have like grease underneath their
Yeah.
nails, but underneath her toenails, it was like that line of grease that's like on a mechanic's hand.
Yeah, I would sock up her feet. Sock the feet up, dog.
So you'd still hit it.
Yes, absolutely.
What is she? What is there anything that you? What if she didn't brush her teeth well? I heard. I'm not going to say which celebrity it is because I only heard it. I don't know if it's true, but I heard this, and I think she's hot. She doesn't brush her teeth every day. She only brushes them like 3 times a week. And
Jessica Simpson?
Yeah. Did you hear that too?
Yeah.
And she just wipes them down.
Yeah. You know, once upon a time ago, I had a thing for Jessica Simpson.
When she was younger.
Yeah, she was younger.
That car, the commercial where she's
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was that a Carl's Jr. commercial?
Carl's Jr. commercial. Best thing Carl's Jr. ever did.
Yes. If it doesn't get all over the place, it don't belong in your face. That was their campaign. If it don't get all over the place, it don't belong in your face.
You haven't done that in a long time.
No. Listen, man, I would listen. If it's just about the opportunity to smash and bust a quick one, I would damnly let you get away with anything if it's a one-time deal. Now, when we start repeating, that's because now the rush of I haven't done this yet
Is gone.
is gone. So, Talon Bryant 214 porn titles. This is nice and short and sweet. What's good, Aries and Andy? Longtime fan of yours since Mad TV. My porn title is The Breakfast Hub instead of The Breakfast Club.
Okay.
I think we need a judge's ruling on this.
What's the porn title?
Breakfast Hub.
What makes that a porn title?
Exactly. Womp, 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 womp. Yeah, I'm going to throw yours in the bins with Big Dowdy or whatever that nigga's name was. Yeah. I thought there would. When I first read it, I didn't get Hub either, but I thought maybe you had some inside porn knowledge.
Well, maybe because it's like Porn Hub, so it's Breakfast Hub.
Oh.
But it's such a stretch without like any
Right,
names or anything.
right,
Like you got to have
right.
some names of some of the people in it. Then I guess
Okay.
Porn Hub, Breakfast Hub.
That seems to be the only thing that could possibly make sense.
But that's not even a porn title. It's a name. It's a porn
Site.
streaming site.
Yeah. And if you call it the Breakfast Hub, you might thinking you go in there to look at videos of food.
Yeah. That's. Yeah.
Yeah, some of you guys be ready to graduate early. You're not ready.
Breakfast Hub.
Nah, it's the fact that it even requires this much thought. Mo Juice, Good Puss, Bad Puss, Part 2. A&A. Apologies for not completing the game examples from the last email. I assume you guys would get the premise and just run with it. Andy's face was hilarious when you brought up Lizzo's name. I went into a coughing fit with laughter. Aries, you took my game way out of the playing parameter when you started talking about men don't care about status. We just care about the pussy. That goes without saying. The game is about chicks. We all know from Hollywood that we perceived as hot. And again, it's purely speculative based on the tabloid fodder and public knowledge. So to continue, Beyonce, good puss, bad puss. This might need more time to marinate. Jay-Z supposedly took her virginity, but then cheated on her later. Jennifer Lopez, good puss, bad puss. That's my friend. That, my friend, would be grade A puss. No one's cheated on her, and she dismisses her men when she's done with them. How do you know they don't dismiss her? P. Diddy still talks about her 20 years later and how she's the one that got away. On another note, Jennifer is back with Ben Affleck. Maybe Ben's got the magic stick, LOL. The last one for this email would be, wait for it, thinking good puss, as much hell Will Smith caught for the slap seen across the world. Jada's beef curtains or peaches and cream must be filled with rainbows and be magically delicious for Will to go through all that he went through and still be with her. Changing directions. If you haven't seen The Five Bloods, which we have, it stars Delroy Lindo, seriously underrated longtime actor Jonathan Majors, and Chadwick Boseman, one of his last movies. 4 African-American vets return to Vietnam to find hidden gold and the remains of their former squad leader, worthwhile viewing. All right, my guys, keep grinding. All love, Davey D in Indy, as in Indianapolis. I still don't get this game.
Good put.
So basically you're saying, based on the information he's given, is it good puss or bad puss? Jada Pinkett.
I don't think she's going to have to, she doesn't have to shave. It's all manicured.
Listen, what she's doing to Will, I think it's tragic. You're familiar with her new the magazine interview, right?
The one where she separated for 7 years now.
Yeah. And somebody, Ryan Davis, remember Ryan?
Yeah.
Who came and saw us in Charlotte. He goes, I saw a post real funny. He goes, her book tour should be called How to Publicly Embarrass My Nigga. And I'm just sitting here going, dude, Will Smith, again, A-list, top-tier actor. Fucking wealthy as fuck. The desire of every woman's wetness. And he fucking saved Jada from total obscurity. Because after Different World, who really progressed? She married a lotto ticket that kept her relevant. What the fuck is she doing to this man? That's insane.
But you know, to the game, there
Bad
must be,
puss.
but there must be something to it that he's not.
You know what
giving
I hate?
up on
you know
it.
what I hate? A lot of men are calling Will Smith a simp now. Like, you corny, dude. Like, you soft. You a simp. And again, I know some dudes might hear this, and I got to do the whole pause, no homo. But I'm not insecure like that. Will Smith in his prime, even now today, 6 foot something, good looking. He's got sex appeal, handsome. When he was Bad Boys, physically fit, famous, rich. He is the envy of every dude and the desire of every woman in the world. Black, white, Asian, Latino. Will could have anybody. And the fact that this woman is crippling you to the point where you're being called a simp by men who, once upon a time ago, probably wish they could be you. That's insane.
See, I think here's what I think it is with Will, honestly, and I'm only going by this. I'm putting myself in his shoes so that I can try to figure it out. I think he believes in the family unit where he wants a family so bad, together. Because I'm divorced, and you know what I would have loved more than anything, honestly. I wish I would have had that relationship where my kids grew up. They grew up in one house. They went to their school. They came home, go to college, go do whatever they want. But they come home to that house. That house is like the energy that
I want that now.
Yeah, but that's what I wish I would have had. I think that the reason he stays in that is that something that in his head is what he wants. He wants a family. He wants a place where his kids feel safe. He wants them to come home. I always wish that I had that. I always wish that you have that house that that your kids know is their home, and that's something special. But there's a point in life where somebody has to go, this just ain't it, and he has to take care of himself before worrying about any of that other stuff. I really think that he's hurt himself, obviously, and I can't understand why he would do it for this woman other than love. He must be really in love with her.
To her defense, even a little bit, Look, there's, I love that great quote. 3 sides to every story. It's mine, yours, and the truth. And I'm sure he ain't no saint. And again, he's Will Smith, the movie star. He probably had some pussy on the side that she found out about. And I'm sure that when you throw that into the gumbo mix between her affair with Augustine or August, whatever that nigga's name was, and then Will doing what he did, yeah, marriages go through shit. But maybe this is where I know I'm wrong and I'll just admit it and I'm chauvinistic, but I just feel like when you're him and you bring all that he brings to the table, and again, let's be honest now, because of him, she got that show on TNT where she played a doctor, I think it was called Hawthorne or whatever it was called. She had a fledgling heavy metal rock band career. She's been on, I just don't think that if she was married to him, her lifespan would have gone on for as long as it did. And I think when you bring everything he brings to the table and then you put that in the mix too, like, sweetie, like, what else do you want? What do you want? You got a king. You got a fucking A-list superstar as your dude. Give him a little leeway.
Maybe she wants something different. Maybe
Bitch, get out.
obviously she wants something different, but that's him. I think that you have to want to care about yourself enough that you'd want to go. But I don't know what it. The thing about how they've been in separate houses, and and that she didn't even know that he was going to go up in that. We all saw the tape. Let's go to the tape.
You want to slap?
Yeah, let's go to the tape. That.
Well, interesting enough, what we didn't know that I didn't know that she said in the interview clip I saw. She goes, there was at one point during the separation, or rumored to be, Chris Rock was hitting on her, was asking her out on dates. I went, that's where that came from.
Maybe that is it.
Keep my wife's that's where that came from. Because I also saw another clip. Tommy Davidson was on Shay Shay, which is Shannon Sharp's podcast. And he said when they did the movie Woo, he had a kissing scene with Jada. He said Will showed up to the set, walked in the trailer, and confronted him. And Tommy was like, look at me, man. I'm skin and bones. I'm a little dude. Will is a big dude, and he's towering over me, looking down on me menacingly, going, hey, man, what's up with that? Now, if that's true, and I don't know why Tommy would make that up, yeah, Will's a simp, man. Like you're that insecure or you're that fucked up, your girl is doing a movie, nigga. It's make-believe.
But he's been in enough movies. He knows that. So what is she saying to him?
But what makes you think she's saying something?
Because guys,
he just might be insecure that way.
I just don't know guys that do that, especially guys that are successful and on a different place.
Let's look at the evidence. He said on Breakfast Club, yo, did Jada's relationship with Tupac and make me feel inferior? Yeah.
It's Tupac, though.
It's okay, fair enough. But again, you're Will Smith. So you got a problem with Pac. You got a problem with Tommy Davidson. You got a problem with Chris Rock.
Now, Tupac was muscly, but he was still skinny dude.
Yeah.
So maybe she likes skinny dudes, and it's upsetting Will. You never hear about it with anybody that's like of the same size as Will.
Right.
Maybe she likes little dudes, and she goes, well, Will, you're not, but I really like these little dudes.
You too girthy. Right.
Maybe she's, who knows what, listen, I just don't understand how somebody could be at that point, at that place in their life, their career, everything that they have, everything, and and a woman that what the industry is, and they have to kiss someone in a scene.
Right.
And that's going to make you lose your mind. There's something else there.
It's amazing. You never know what shit is like, no matter how much you're on the outside looking in. And that's what blows me away about it, because in my mind, I'm sitting here going, I wish to God I had his life in terms of success. I wish I was a fucking top-tier movie star, slim, trim, tall, handsome, sex appeal, women's desire, men's envy, wealthy. Will in the 90s, they used to say his box office run, other studios would push their release dates back. Because they went during the summer, they would go, this is the Will Smith run. His movies are killing so much at the box office, he buries the competition. That 90s era, Will was unstoppable. And I'm just going, to be that dude and you having problems with your woman, that's unfathomable to
You know
me.
whose career I take? I'm completely different than you.
Who?
I take Sean Connery's.
That's a pretty good career.
No, because I want to finish as strong as I was in it, so that I'm not an old man going, I used to be something.
Not only that, when girls get fresh, you give them a little slap.
Slap. No, but you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you're not an old man sitting
Yeah.
on a chair and people just say, just be quiet, Grandpa.
Right.
You know, you're like, Grandpa, I
Right.
fucking run shit. Fuck you.
Right.
That he went out strong.
Yeah.
So that always concerns me. I don't know why, but I always think about. I see people like I would hate to be a childhood star. You see, you read about them all the time, and they're having some other kind of career in another life. Some of them seems like it works out good, and some of them seem like they're just holding on to the fucking rope, trying to be relevant still.
Listen, I saw some lady, black lady, who was talking about relationships. And her point was, women bring down kings, man. There are women out there who have crippled empires, brought kings to their knees. And that's a testament to how, ladies, hat tip, that twat, nigga, that is some potent shit. It is a drug. I've said it a million times. And when your heart gets involved, when your emotions get involved, if you're not the strongest mentally, them shit'll cripple you. Samson and Delilah, nigga.
But that's why it's. I know there's different tiers in society. I understand that. And I understand women have always been what they consider to be on a different tier than men, because men own and have and whatever.
Take that light real quick.
And the rules.
Yeah.
But women still run everything.
You goddamn right. This is the man's world, but it wouldn't be nothing without a woman or a girl. It might be a little pleasurable, because they ain't bothering you, telling you to take out the trash, lift the toilet seat, and how to eat.
There's power in the box.
Yeah, man, that box is serious. What's in the box?
Power.
Power, nigga. Jennifer Lopez, good puss, bad puss.
I haven't heard any complaints. And people went back for seconds.
She be running through motherfuckers, man.
Somebody went back for seconds.
She don't blow me away like that, man. I mean, she's hot, sexy, but she just don't blow me away like that. And I think I'm more caught up into the fact that it's like she's a subpar talent that's way bigger than she should be. She's known for dancing. That's her talent.
And she sings.
Horribly. Acting, and she's one of the biggest stars in the game. That bothers me a little bit. That turns me off.
Man, whatever it is she has, she works for her. You can't say anything about it. I think you have to put that under good.
Beyonce, good puss, bad puss.
She's stuck by her man no matter what.
That's good puss.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Going back to Jennifer though.
Yes.
I have to. If the story about Diddy and the gun, and then she took the gun.
Yeah.
Good puss.
Right.
She's stuck with
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah. It's like the Goodfellas. Had the beat dude with the handle of the gun, and Karen took the gun for him.
Yeah.
And she said it turned her on. See, I like a bitch like that. I like a bitch that like ignorance. It's turned on by ignorance. Let me go back a second.
Because Beyonce could have anything she wants.
Absolutely.
But this is my question though, and this is the other part of this. These tiers or social, however we look at things. She could have anything she wants. She's as big as Jay-Z.
Yes.
I don't know financially how equal they are, but if we're going to talk about equal, I think there's levels. If we're going to play this, let's play this game on levels. They're both on the same level.
Yeah, yeah. And they have a prenup.
But what guy, like Jay-Z doesn't need a girl at his level, a woman at his level. Jay-Z could be Jay-Z without a woman at his level.
Yeah.
What does a woman desire? How can a woman, can she find can she have a lesser than her level and still be?
I don't think so.
See, that's the hard part for women.
Yeah.
They can't be at that level and then dip down into the dating pool and now have the good-looking,
whatever he is, trainer, dancer, because essentially she's the sugar mama.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's okay. It's okay for a man to have a woman that gets a come up off of him.
Right.
But it's
because it's naturally our job to provide and supply. It's not naturally a woman's job to supply and provide for a guy.
But a woman. Yeah, that's a tough situation.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Yeah. D-Matic, the producer, movies to watch. They clone Tyrone. I have it downloaded. I just haven't watched it yet. Samaritan.
That's still that name of that movie could be a porn though. By the way,
They clone Tyrone.
They clone Tyrone.
Oh,
yeah,
absolutely. Yeah. He's got shit worth cloning. Samaritan, Prime. Stallone is a superhero in this movie. Have you heard of that? Samaritan?
No.
Force of Nature on Netflix. Carter on Netflix.
Saw Carter.
What is Carter?
Isn't Carter the
Stallone movie?
No. There's another Carter. Let me see what it is.
The Stranger on Netflix.
Is that where you sit on your hand and then it goes numb and you jerk off?
The Stranger. Extreme, Netflix, and Prisoners, Netflix. Prisoners is the one with Hugh Jackman and Jake Gyllenhaal.
These are all new movies?
No, I think Prisoners is old.
It's just they don't are in it. Which ones are new on this?
I don't know.
Movies just don't come out the same way they used to now after the pandemic.
No, and then some people do recommend movies for us that are old.
Yeah,
like when
okay.
that dude mentioned the Mel Gibson movie about him being in Mexico. Yeah, that's an old movie, and I saw that. It was a good movie. I got one I'm going to save till. If I don't read it, this nigga's about to go nuts. Jesus, boy, some of these motherfuckers really be. All right, Bless 84. All right, Bless 84, making myself clear. Dear Aries and Andy, just wanted to make myself clear. I was calling Robert McCall a monster because of what he turns into whenever he takes down criminals. As you've seen in his memories of the multiple people he's killed, I love how the film shows his transformation from a happy man joking with the fish guy to turning into the Grim Reaper, leaving a pile of bloody bodies in seconds. Sorry for the confusion, and I hope I made myself clear like your nose being blown. Santos. Yes, you did, brother. And that's what I was saying. He's not a monster. He's a badass. There's a difference. What time is it? All right, let me try one more. And then maybe...
What time we got to be down there? 6:30?
6:30.
Oh, okay, we're doing good.
Joe King, episode 509.
Is this the long one?
That's...
Yeah, but it's good. Let's make it finish on the long one.
What it do, gents? Which means Kulsh will get to you next week. Don't fucking hang yourself in your closet. Yo, Andy, I like the way you expressed that the action in action movies are like swiping on Instagram for instant gratification. I totally concur. But the action nowadays suck harder than a baby soother. Soother, what's that?
Like a pacifier.
Oh, nigga, say that. So there's no there's not much gratification for me. For example, I'm coming from old kung fu movies where niggas would be rumbling for 5 minutes straight in a beautifully choreographed dance. The Matrix as an action movie took notes and applied that art wonderfully. Even Spider-Man 2 with Tobey Maguire had excellent and juicy action scenes. Him and Doc Ock were going at it, my dude. And all of these movies showcase immersive and elaborate stories. But then take this infestation of MCU movies where the action consists of brief clobbering, altercations using graphical gimmicks as illusions to make the squabbles look cute. Sure, microseconds here and they may look a little cool, but overall it's just unfulfilling action. There are many aspects of current filmmaking that I could dissect for hours, but for the sake of this email, I won't do that. Aries, how you mentioned the Jimmy John's analogy, I usually apply that to music. When I listen to music, I seek entertainment from exactly that, music. If I wanted some scholar lecture, then I'd read a fucking book, my nigga. Some of these motherfuckers spit in such a monotonous, bland fashion and lacking musicality. Just as Duke Ellington sang, it don't mean a thing if it ain't got that swag. So first and foremost, I need musicality. But if you have conscious lyrics to complement the musicality, then that'd be perfection. And conscious lyrics can be expressed in various ways. Art is formless. Everyone always associated conscious lyrics with just discussing life events and name dropping, whereas I view it as just being mindful, creative, spanning across any genre, including fantasy and abstract. Hip-hop, first and foremost, is the authentic expression of blackness, but NWA preached express yourself. So, of course, I hated that song. Express yourself. So how, of course, any culture can be hip-hopified, like how any culture can be kung fu-ified, means maximum effort, which can be applied to any aspect of life. But kung fu is the authentic expression of Asian Chinese culture. So keeping that in mind, the king of rap is none other than Busta Rhymes. Other kingly menaces would include, but not limited to KRS-One, Redman, Snoop, Mos Def, Meth, The Diplomats, Luda, Black Thought, Nocturnal, Noriega, Jay-Z, Nas, and to be honest, everyone are kings of their own artistic style. But current artists would have been Kendrick. Everyone always says Drake and J. Cole, but sorry, they don't do much for me at all. Kendrick is the dude for this generation. But yeah, I said all that to say I like how Andy, like in the action movies, to swiping on Insta. Me and my peeps talk that ish regularly. One love, bros.
What'd you think?
You know, he mentioned Spider-Man, and all I can say is I am excited because October 20th, which I think is next Tuesday, is it comes out. I pre-ordered it. Spider-Man 2, baby, on PS5 with fucking Venom. Oh, boy. Oh, man.
Look how excited you are.
Man, dude, this is going to be a big one, dude.
I should order it for my kids.
That first Spider-Man was off the meat rack.
Yeah.
And then the follow-up with Miles Morales was dope. But this shit, they got Miles Morales and Spider-Man working together in tandem. And they got Venom. Oh, my God. Oh, this. I may have to roll a blunt for this one. And I ain't smoked in a minute.
Yeah, maybe I will order that for my boys.
Yeah, man.
Surprise them.
It's an adventure like a motherfucker.
Yeah, they really liked all
Yeah.
They liked the Spider-Mans. I found it interesting though what his take on music. I find it interesting how he put some of those things together. I thought that was a long email, but it was worthwhile.
Yeah.
You did miss De La Soul though in some of the storytelling, and because you gave it One Love and then you didn't throw De La Soul in there and I think that they should be included.
Yeah. So I think that's it, man.
That's a show.
I'm
I
happy.
got to give it some dates. Look at me, fucking up the dates. I'm surprised. No one's surprised.
Where are we next week? Chicago, right?
Chicago, we're coming.
Chicago, this wonderful town.
I'm going to stay a few extra days, by the
Are
way.
you really?
Yeah.
Oh,
So,
because that's right. You going straight to Milwaukee.
yeah, I'm going to go from there to Milwaukee. I'm going to hang out. A
right.
friend of mine moved to Chicago this last year, and going to go hang out and see if I can do some time somewhere. Hey, if anybody has some suggestions where I could go grab some sets, do some comedy out there,
Sounds like it makes financial sense.
I'll be out there. Yeah, because it's 3 days, and I'm just taking there's a train that goes from Chicago to Milwaukee, so it's easy. Be in Chicago, but we're going to be performing though at the Chicago Improv in Schaumburg, October 19th to the 22nd. Followed by October 26th to the 29th in Milwaukee Improv. If someone's in Milwaukee and have some shows that you want to put me on, I can come out there early. I don't have to stay the whole time. But just Chicago, I will be there. November 3rd to the 5th, Levity Live, West Nyack, New York. November 10th to the 12th, Improv in Tampa, Florida. November 16th to the 19th, Improv in Ontario, California. November 24th to the 26th, Improv in San Jose, California. December 1st to the 3rd. Through the throat?
December 3rd to the throat.
Yeah. December 1st through the 3rd.
I don't know what porno that is, but
Yeah.
goddamn.
That's a good one for a porno.
Yeah.
December 1st to the 3rd, we're going to be at the Tacoma Comedy Club in Tacoma, Washington. December 7th to the 10th, we are not in Magoobies. If you have tickets for it, Go exchange them. Second week, I think, of January, we'll be out there. December 15th to the 17th, we'll be at Summit in Fort Wayne, Indiana. December 21st to the 23rd, we'll be at Bricktown Comedy Club in OKC. And December 28th to the 30th, Improv in Washington, D.C.
My. Oh, my God. Look at that cock. What are you going to do with that? I'm going to put it in your throat. Well, I don't even know your name. December 3rd. There it is.
That's the show.
What's the title? December 3rd in your throat.
December 3rd in your throat?
Yeah, there it is.
Spears and Steinberg.
Thanks for listening to the Spears and Steinberg podcast. If you'd like to know who's responsible for this shit, it was hosted by Ari Spears and Andy Steinberg, produced by Steve Merrick and Anthony Holmes, executive producer, Big Papa, Robert Kelly, and Matt Kleinschmidt for the Laugh Button podcast. For more information on where to find us on the internet, visit SpearsburgPod.com.